Good morning. It's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Today is Wednesday, 5th March 2025. I did it a little late today because President Trump is addressing the US House of Commons and, US Senate, and basically is addressing the nation State of Union address, which happens once a year. So I was wondering whether we can get something interesting from there, and I think I picked up one. But before that, I would like to start off saying that the bearish sentiment is extreme. Now it may not be captured by uh, the measures which measure bearish sentiment, but I am able to see that people are down. I feel you should not worry too much because this too shall pass. I have seen markets since 33 years. There have been times when everything looked bleak, and then lo and behold, without any news or any stimulus, the markets bottom out. I think we are in a process. The process takes time. So I've been mentioning it will be by April 15th will be okay, and by August 15th will be much, much better. But for that, sometime it has to start. Who knows? It might have started this week. So let us just be hopeful, not simply hopeful based on just blind hope. It is based on numbers. If you observe Monday and Tuesday at the lower levels, buying came and buying came significantly. Even though FII numbers were negative for last 2 days, it was negative on Friday. It should have collapsed on Monday. It did not. Yesterday it should have collapsed with a downward gap because it broke 22,000. It did not. So therefore, my screen reading tells me yesterday I went berserk as far as day trading was concerned. It was one of the best day trading days I've had in a very, very long time, intraday all long. So I am just thinking that probably something is changing, but it is changing slightly of the margin. So it's something like, the situation is something like a kidney stone, but even kidney stones will pass away if you have more of liquidity and liquid. And here the DIs are supplying the liquidity. So Nifty declined for the 10th consecutive session. So everybody is claiming it's a record, but only when dismal records come, will the market bottom out. When fantastic records come, will the market top out. So that is what I'm very happy, actually, that everybody is pointing out that it is the 10th consecutive session, and Bajaj Auto has been hammered left, right, center because of no reason, in my opinion. But then that's how markets are. When you are down, you begin to hate everything. When it's 12,000 rupees, you think it will go to 20,000, and now you think it will go to 4,000. So Nifty Bank ended in the green. SBI, strangely, SBI led the rally. Then you had Canara Bank also did well. Mid cap gains, mid cap, small cap, micro cap, everything gained. In the morning, everything was down. It was nearly 1:6, 1:7, 1:8. Now, finally, that is on the advanced decline, and finally, advances led decline 1:2. That is 2:1. Small. So that is what then Nifty IT continues to lose, as I keep mentioning that I'm not bullish at all on Nifty IT. PSU banks gained. I think PSU banks are the most undervalued sector in this market. Canara Bank, PNB, for instance, have a P ratio of 4 to 5, P by B less than 1 or equal to 1. I think this is really, staring in our face. I'm not recommending anything since I'm not a SEBI registered advisor, but there the numbers are. Nifty Pharma recovered. Nifty Pharma reversed yesterday's gains, the previous day's gains. Then FMCG also did that. I think again people are not understanding how pharma companies work. They will be pleasantly surprised after April 15th, if not before that. Realty gained, but that probably is a dead cat bounce. FIs continue to do what they do best: come in, get up in the morning, sell, and then go back to sleep. 3,400 crores net selling by FIs, but DIs compensated that, actually more than compensated that, with 4,850 crores. Now, there's a stupid thing which NSE has done. They have changed the weekly expiry from to Monday from Thursday, and they've changed the monthly expiry from last Thursday of month to last Monday. I think these people are playing such games. I think SEBI should come down strongly on them, because it gives the exchanges the leeway to do these changes. I think they're being stupid. I think we should ask for resignation of the MD of NSE. Absolutely, they are playing games with BSE as to who will get a more business. I think this is not investor friendly at all. I think SEBI chairman should take action and at least suspend the MD of whoever the MD of NSE is and the committee which is there. I think if you don't take such strong action, then they'll continue to play around with investor sentiments. Just think of what happened. What is our image abroad? If you say we are the biggest derivative exchange, and you go around doing this silly and play childish orders, it looks like nobody is there to take care of them and take action against them. I once again request SEBI to take severe action against the people in NSE who are playing this game. So global equities, US markets went down dramatically, and they also came up dramatically, but at the end of the day, they still closed in the red. European markets were down, but European markets, remember, were very much up on the previous day for no reason except that defense budgets will increase. Overnight commodities, look at Brent. Brent is now below 71. At one point of time, it fell below 70. 65 is what one should look for, especially after Trump's speech today, when he says drill, baby, drill. And interest rates are 10-year yield, for instance, went down to as low as 4.1. Now suddenly it bounced back to 4.24. As I've been keeping on repeating, 4 is the target, first target, 3.6 next target, and below 3.6 also won't surprise me, but 4 is the first target. Right now, there is a dead cat bounce, in my opinion. Interest rates will have to come down, is what Trump said in the State of the Union speech. So I expect 10-year yield to continue to come down. If somebody is expecting it will go to 5, then they are in a dreamland. So now you see this one more good news is Zelensky has completely surrendered. He says he'll work to end the war, whereas recently he had said that the war will go on and on and on. And then he said also he will agree to whatever White House says, and then he's apologized to what happened in the White House meeting. And then what is Donald Trump saying? I could get only this, that he's very confident, and then he's talking about drill, baby, drill, and also US interest rates to come down and balancing the budget. These three things will make the global economies much better sooner or later. Right now, there's a problem in tariffs. People will look at that. People will start selling the shares. Even the good shares will get sold. Shares which have got no connection to tariffs are getting sold. Good luck to the people who are selling those shares. China has come. China's meeting is on, and then China says we will grow 5% independent of the tariffs, which is a very confident thing to say. And they've set the CPI growth target around 2%. They have. They're looking at increasing the budget deficit, which means they're going to pump in a lot more money. So that is going to be very, very stimulative for the Chinese economy, which will spill into the global economy. It may not happen immediately, but 2 months later, people will say, "Oh my God, I should have bought it," like what they felt they should have done in March 2023, when everybody was afraid of Hindenburg, Adani scandal, and stocks were being sold left, right, center. So March is the time when people will sell, and then they will regret by Independence Day. I'm fairly certain about it. So China is buying some 1.3 trillion yuan of ultra long special sovereign bonds. They're planning that. Across the board, they're planning to stimulate the economy. They're having 7.2% in defense spending, the same as last year. So therefore, what I'm going today, as usual, is that I think whatever we are struggling now, this too pass, and I think one should be optimistic from now on. People in August 2015 will either remember me as a hero or a zero, but hopefully as a hero, because I'm based everything on analysis and not based on my personal, whatever choices. So whatever you do today, I hope you are successful. Thank you for joining me.